Right now at 5, a feeling of deja vu as dozens of police officers race to a local military facility after reports of a possible gunman.
I believe the terrorists are just trying to upset us.
And for a second time in a week, the reports were false.
No evidence of any kind except for the initial call that there was a shooting here.
The search for answers begins right now on ABC 7 News at 5. David Zach. And that report of the sound of a gunshot at Walter Reed National Military Medical Center sent thousands of people into lockdown mode. But an exhaustive search of that massive campus found nothing. ABC 7 has team coverage of the search for answers after what happened today and the false reports of a gunman at the Navy Yard last Thursday. Let's begin with Stephen Cheetah. He spent all day out there at Walter Reed. Stephen, what's the latest at this hour?
All clear right now, Leon. Now, this is the focus of much of the attention today at Walter Reed. This building you see behind me, this tall building, it is building number 1. This is where the call came from this morning about the possible sound of a gunshot, and it was in this building where so many people had to shelter in place. The warning echoed across the grounds of Walter Reed. It prompted thousands of people to huddle together in offices and rooms behind locked doors. Police and security at Walter Reed began a painstaking search.
Floor by floor, room by room.
Those who came for appointments encountered something unexpected.
Helos overhead, police everywhere.
The cause of this response, an emergency phone call from Walter Reed about 10:48 this morning.
Due to the report of the sound of gunshots,
teams of officers scoured every room in Building 1. As each floor got an all clear, those inside were escorted out. Finally, at the conclusion of the exhaustive search, an announcement.
there is no evidence or any indication of a firearm being discharged. There are no injuries.
Meanwhile, a spokesperson for Walter Reed stressed while a lot of people were inconvenienced, those most in need of medical attention here did not suffer.
No critical care or essential inpatient care lapsed during this time.
Now, investigators did locate and talk with the person who made that call about the possible gunshot, and at this time, still no word about what may have made the sound, which was interpreted as gunfire. Reporting live, Stephen Cheetah, ABC 7 News.
Very curious, too, after what we saw at the Navy Yard last week. Now, while police did not find evidence of a shooting this time either, thousands were left in a lockdown for 2 hours. Rebecca Cooper spoke with workers about the moments they had to take cover. Very scary moments, Rebecca.
That's right, Kimberly. Now you can see over my shoulder here at entrance 2, that is the main entrance to Walter Reed National Military Medical Center. This is back to normal now, but for several hours, the people inside the facility only knew the police were searching for a possibly active shooter. Denise Moore was at the Subway sandwich shop inside Walter Reed Hospital when word went out about a possible gunman and to take shelter immediately.
As long as I got out with my life, I would have stayed all day.
Employees, patients, and visitors we spoke to after the all clear went out this afternoon say throughout the 2-hour ordeal, people inside remained calm. Some took comfort in faith.
I have a protection here.
What gives you that sense of safety here?
Trusting God.
But for Stanley Hofferber, who comes to Walter Reed to work with treatment dogs after his tours of duty in Iraq, jokes from his wife via text messages and following military protocol were the things that kept him calm as he worked to keep the dogs quiet.
It's just like anything, you're on a military installation, you got to make sure that security is top priority, and you got to make sure people are safe.
Many patients waiting to go inside spent the hours outside in the hot sun, saying they didn't want to miss their appointments once it was safe to go inside. And now you can see that cars are able once again to enter and exit the facilities. Those patients who have appointments are able once again to come back onto the campus. And we're told that the patients who are staying at the medical center, that the doctors and nurses maintain their care even as police were searching for a possible gunman. Reporting live in Bethesda, Rebecca Cooper, ABC 7 News.